So I'm going to loop the busiest section of the whole track. I'll just bring things in one by one. Now we've got the levels down, we are going to take out the unnecessary frequencies that are just going to clog up the mix. We don't need them. Now the kick, we want all of those frequencies. The drums, and we'll take that down a little bit. We've already put our EQ to take out the bass frequencies. We might want to take more out. Now it's nice having the body in there. Okay, the big clap, we can see that's kind of next here. Let's see if there are any frequencies that we don't need there. Again, just clearing up that low end. In fact, if we loop a bit that doesn't have the big reverb sound, it's going to be easier to hear. Okay. So we cut out all of that unnecessary low end there. That you can't even hear, it's just clogging up the mix a bit. Okay, rev sound. Let's see what's going on there with the EQ. Again, lots of low frequencies. Make a narrower, a gentler curve. Okay, hats. What have you got going on? Yeah, there's a lot going on down here. And again, it's a case of putting it on with everything else and working out what's needed. Probably don't need anything below about 150. You have to be careful here that you don't completely gut the low end out of everything, because then it can sound a bit tinny, your mix. And shuffle. Yeah. Sounds like there's lots going on in the low end here. Oh no. Yeah, not much to be done there. So usually I put the EQ, the reductive EQ, before the compressor, but in this instance I haven't, because I don't want... I like the way that the signal is being compressed, and if I take out the low frequencies before the compressor, it could affect the kind of shape of the signal after it's been compressed, but I like that, so I'm going to leave the compressor first and then just cut out the unnecessarily low end afterwards. And this will all leave space for the bass line to do its thing and have a really big impact. There's no hard and fast rule for which order plugins should go into, but the rule basically is make sure that everything is there for a reason and you know exactly why you're adding that plugin and why you're adding it in that particular order. See, I've processed these separately rather than processing them all on the vocal group that I've made because, for instance, this Cara low here. Yes, I need to EQ it, of course. Add some compression to just bring it further up, closer to the front of the stage. Again, that's the Haas effect we've done there with a simple delay. Just add each channel slightly offset. See, the EQ for the high vocals is different from the low vocals, which is why I've done them all separately. Let's see what the piano's doing. Well, we've already done the EQ on that. So that's okay. Strings. Let's have a look at the EQ here. Well, we can hear that's high. Is this 100 Hertz here necessary? I doubt it. Really, there's nothing over 600 Hertz. So that's just taking out that sub-bass frequency that's just not needed. Now this reverb and high pass filter I'm just turning on here, they are automated, probably, yeah, there. Just to add a bit more excitement and movement again. But in terms of equalization, I mean, we've done them on the separate channels again, so we don't need to do it on the bus. Sorry, on the group. For the break riff. Okay, I obviously added some amplifier here to add some distortion. And we've got a compressor to glue those two elements together, which is a nice thing to do with when you're layering. You can just add a little bit of compression. If you want, you don't need to. I mean, I'm not sure that needs it. But it does need some EQ. So I've just taken out a few harsh frequencies here. And I did that by first boosting the gain, like that, sweeping it up and down, until I found something that sounded harsh and resonant, and then I just notched it down a few dB. So this is without it on, and with it. Just gain staging to make sure that it sounds about the same volume with before the compressor as without, so I can do an accurate fair test on what the effect's doing. And then the final element is the reverse. I might want to try boosting the high end on that too. So this is without the processing on this brake riff. See how much cleaner it sounds without it. And that is the mix down.